if not you, then who? And if not now, then when? Ultimately, we have all chosen to be here at this time. And as we look around, it's very apparent that this time is something out of the ordinary, something special. And many people have been talking about ascension into the 5D realm, breaking through in consciousness, etc., etc. And we hear this a lot. And there is also a very large narrative that someone or something is going to come in and step in and save us all, whether it be the second coming, the aliens, or maybe even a miracle thing you shove in your arm. But the thing is, with all of these heroes that are put up there to come and save us, is that we have no control over what they do, and we cannot affect if this will or will not happen. So ultimately, we are left to believe, which is really to have faith in something that we don't have any evidence for. So if not you, then who? Because clearly we need people to stand up now. This craziness has been going on for over 2.5 years. The 2-week lockdown has now gone on for more than 30 months. And although they're relaxing the restrictions, they are planning to bring it back again. We all know this. And look what's happening around the world. And people are starting to stand up and are awakening. But of course, the MSN are going overtime, trying to make us believe that we are on our own and that no one else is seeing and feeling what we are. This is, of course, just complete theatrics, but it does ask a big question. If there's so many of us, then why isn't more happening? You know, there's all these videos and all this information, all this intel that says, don't worry, just trust the plan. Things are happening under the scenes, behind the scenes. People that you don't know are doing things. And I hope they are, and they may be, but then again, they may not be, because you see, we can't confirm any of this intel as fact or false. And again, we are left to believe. And we definitely can't affect it. You know, we can't affect, you know, the number 17 and the white hats and all this kind of stuff. You know, we're just left to believe in faith, just like a religion. So we need to stand up for ourselves. We have lived so long with a slave mentality that has been taught to us. And this mentality that there's someone else out there, masters that are controlling our destiny. And yes, there are people who want to do that, but they can only do that if we let them and if we allow it. And of course, what went on in 2020 and 2021 is just a microcosm of the last 2,000 years, the last age, all compacted into, you know, 24 to 30 months pretty much. And of course, we saw, you know, it became apparent what we've been living through and what this place really is, and that there are controllers who wish to control us. But again, we have to comply. So the big push is to see how compliant we are. That's what this was all about. How well did their plans work? How many of us can they turn to the dark side? Because that's where we are. So if we need people to stand up, then who's going to stand up? What if everyone's sitting around saying someone else will do it? If everyone's doing that, then clearly no one will stand up. So it's time that we all take action. And I'm not saying that you need to go out and change the world on your own, but I'm saying that we all need to do something. We all need to do what we can with what we have. And the biggest thing we can do is say no and not comply to all these rules. Or we can stand up. We can choose to question the people at the shops, the restaurants, in all these places when they ask us for their face nappy. We can ask them if they believe this works, because we're now in a time that we've been through this, and you know, we didn't have this big reduction of population, should I say. You know, we didn't have all these people getting sick, and people are starting to realize that it wasn't an airborne thing that was something to be scared of. It was the TV that was something to be scared of. And so it is time to get out there, guys, and just start to put this information out there. Try and make people think, try and make them see a different perspective. If you feel a calling in your heart or your gut or wherever, follow it. You know, if you feel that you need to speak, then speak. If you feel you need to do something else, you know, heal or just, you know, raise your vibration or just, you know, be the example, whatever it may be, do it. Because greatness takes action. This is the thing. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to get started to be great. And at the moment, we all need to be great. We need to be more of who we are. And all this means is that we're taking off the coverings, we're taking off the layerings of programming and becoming more of who we are. This is not about changing who you are. This is about remembering who you are and standing up and being the voice, being the person that other people who are still afraid, who still think they're on their own, who still think maybe they're the crazy ones. You know, we need to let them see us. And then they'll understand that they're not the crazy ones or they're not alone. And this is, at this point, I believe, how we can make a lot of change is, as the saying says, we just be the change we want to see. So get out there, be yourself, remember who you are, and stand in your power, because we all have within us the power to affect the reality of everyone. We can change the world.